Everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Oscar. Today, I'm going to be telling you top 3 Fidelity Roth IRA mutual funds. If you have a Roth IRA, kudos to you. If you don't have a Roth IRA right now, I'm going to encourage you to open one. It's a tax advantage account. Basically, you put money into it, $6,000 every year, and that money compounds, and you're not going to get taxed on that money once you withdraw. Once you pull that money at 59 and a half years old, you have to own the account for more than 5 years. And if you pull money out before that age gap, that age limit, well, then you will be penalized. But the idea, of course, is not to withdraw the money. And you're seeing on the screen right now that I have $24,000. That's not all my Roth IRA. My Roth IRA is actually $13,000. The rest is my employer account and some individual movements that I have. And in previous videos, I've been sharing my strategies. But if you want to see more strategies, let me know in the comments below. But basically, the idea is to max out the Roth IRA as soon as possible, because typically what you want to invest in a Roth IRA is index funds or mutual funds that have many companies. So your risk is really low, but your gains are high in the long term. Now, that is my strategy. And I'm going to show you 3 beautiful and awesome mutual funds that I love. And let's go ahead and do it. So if you guys like the content, make sure you like the video so the YouTube algorithm loves this channel and we get more people involved. Now, the first thing I'm going to show you how to do it if you're a complete beginner. Once you log in on your Fidelity account, you make an account. It's very easy to do. If you want a tutorial, check out the links down below for my Fidelity Roth IRA for beginners. That's going to help you out how to build, your Roth IRA, which is very easy. And once you are here on the screen and you have maybe $0 or a couple of dollars, you're saying, well, what is the best fund I can invest my money to, right? And before even telling you the top 3, let me just be completely straightforward with you. There's not really a best fund on a Roth IRA. It's cyclical. It really depends on what's happening in the market. Sometimes one mutual fund does better than the other mutual fund. But if you want to aim for 5 to 10 or more years, then that's when you're looking at the 10% or 7% or 12% annual return, right? But typically right now we're coming out of the pandemic, and that's why we see a lot of ETFs and mutual funds giving returns of 50%, 40%. But in reality, when we get into a more normal market, you're going to see the returns lower down all the way to 10% or so. Now, I just wanted to tell you that. So I know some people here in my audience, and if you're watching this, of course, we love cryptocurrencies and we understand that they blow out to the moon, right? But when it comes to Fidelity Roth IRA, this is the, I would say, grandpa and mom and dad investment type of thing, where they tell you invest in the stock market. You're trying to invest for the long term. You don't want any risk, but you want returns in the future. This is your retirement account, right? You're not planning to use this money right now. So that being said, I think that's very important. Let's go now ahead and do investment products. And now you have all these type of products. Now we're going to go ahead and select mutual funds. Now on the screen, everyone, you're going to see the Explore Our Fund offering. So click here. And from here, you're going to be given different types of categories, right? You have domestic, you have international, sectors, fixed income, asset allocation, index, and money market. They all have a specific purpose. It really depends what you want. But for my top 3 mutual funds, I'm going to ask you to go to index funds. Why? Because I'm not worried about what's happening with this current administration, and when it comes to politics, I'm not worried about the climate change. I'm not worried about all these things that are happening right now in the market. I'm looking 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, and the best and most reliable funds that I can think of is S&P 500, NASDAQ, and of course, total market accounts. What do I mean with that? S&P 500, you have your typical 500 companies that have the most market capitalization. In the NASDAQ, you have technology companies predominantly, but you also have your consumer, your industrial, and some financials, but typically more technology. technology. That's the bullish. And the total market type of mutual funds, they embody everything. So if maybe the S&P 500 is doing bad or poorly today, I'm sure the total market account, it will do less poorly or, a little bit above the average because you have way more companies. So I'm going to show you this right now. So the first one, we're going to be taking a look at my all-time favorite. So I'm giving you the best thing right now, FNCMX. And I'm going to go ahead and click here and you're going to see this. So FNCMX, I have it in my in most of my Roth IRA. I own it because number one, it has, if you can take a look right here, I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in a little bit more, 2,700 holdings. That means 2,700 companies. That's amazing, guys. And 43% of the total portfolio is distributed in these companies, which is incredible because this is your tech companies. Apple, Microsoft, Amazon. Right now, Amazon is popping up really huge. So these companies are long-term. Of course, they are monsters in the market capitalization game. So I'm not really worried. Year to date, daily 8%, 1 year 58%, 3 years 26%, 5 years and 10 years 18%. So remember what I told you, that the longer, the less return, because you want something trustworthy. And when it comes to FNCMX, I like that this company, I like that this fund really has more than 10 years of existence. So I know that the manager, they know what they're doing. And at the end of the day, I'm not managing this, but someone else is. And I just enjoy this, of course. So you can go ahead and take a look at the major sectors. They have 41% in IT. It's a growth. So I like that. I'm young. I tend to think I'm young. So I want the most possible. There's Tesla here, mostly domestic here in the US. The country diversification, it's hugely in the US, a little bit in China, US. So that is what I'm looking for. And here are the fun facts that I was telling you. This fund was created in 2003. So there's way more than 15 years of existence. And so far, it's been doing fine. So FNCMX, super recommended. You can take a look at way more things, guys, like ratings. And in 1 year, this is the number, 5 years and 10 years. So once again, maybe in the first year of a fund like FNCMX, it's not going to give you the best returns that you're expecting, but I'm looking at the long term and I'm putting most of my money here because in 10 years, I'll still have Fidelity. I'm going to still be putting money for my retirement. So I want that money to compound even higher, because some of the funds that you see right now popping up may not have the same performance in the future. Okay, don't forget about that. So this is number one. Number two, it's right here, which is the Fidelity 500 index fund. Now, if you are someone who maybe wants to concentrate a little bit more, maybe less technology, but endless companies, well, this is just 500 holdings, and it's been doing really good as well. Fidelity 500 Index Fund, highly recommended because it's still going to give you great returns. It is, it kind of mimics, of course, the S&P 500, as the name says. And when we go, of course, to the composition and we take a look, it's blend. It's not growth, but there's way more companies. It's less focus on technology. And at the end, this is what a lot of people who have 403Bs, that those are special retirement accounts for academic institutions. Yours truly has one, and I have it. I think I showed it to you at the very beginning. If you saw it, all of my retirement money from my employer goes to FXAIX. That's the money and the fund I'm choosing. Why? I think it's the best one offered through Fidelity that I can buy. If I had the opportunity to buy FNCMX with my retirement, I would, but there's no FNCMX, only this one. And here, of course, we see that it was created in 1988, everyone. So, of course, the S&P 500 has been with us for a long time. That is why I have this one, and I'm not really worried. So, in all, FXAIX, it's absolutely recommended. And you see, of course, there's healthcare, consumer, financials, and industrial. So take a look at this. Of course, you see the ratings. Like I said, 1 year is number 9 and 5 years is number 5. So this one is highly used, especially, like I said, for employers. And one thing that I forgot to mention is that, of course, FNCMX and this one, Fidelity 500, they do have fees because of, its performance, and there's a lot of people on it. So, but the fees are super cheap, especially for Fidelity 500, which is a 0.015%. That's absolutely nothing if you add it to 1,000, like it's saying right here. 15 cents per $1,000, and FNCMX has a 0.33 expense ratio, so it's higher. Let me go ahead and show it to you right now that we have time. So FNCMX, and then I'm gonna go ahead and show you the fees, which is right here, 0.29. So when you go to Fidelity fees and distribution, you're paying $2.90 for $1,000. Absolutely, I'm willing to pay that because it is a growth mutual fund that a lot of people are investing on it. And since I don't want to do I'm not the best at this game, I'm doing the best I can. This is the way I want to invest, and I know it's reliable and it's secure, period. And last fund I'm going to show it to you. If you maybe are not on board with the fees but still want to grow your portfolio, I have the best and the one you're looking for. It's called Fidelity Zero Total Market Index Fund. Here, it's the fund that there's no fees. Absolutely no fees. Fidelity offers it, and basically, well, like I said, you have a bunch of companies that are helping you reach your retirement goal. You have 2,635 holdings, and 21% is focused mainly on that technology sector. So let's go ahead and show you the composition. It's a blend. So you see the difference between the FNCMX that was a growth and now this one that's a blend, but still, of course, you don't have any type of fees, which is awesome. The fees, of course, come into play, guys, when it comes to when you have like maybe $100,000, $500,000, $1 million or more dollars. Right now, if you're like me with less than 50K, it really doesn't hurt. But once you are above maybe 7 figures, that's when you're looking at more than $1,000 in fees. But still, it is worth it. And I hope we all get there, right? Now, check out the fun facts. This was created in 2018. Now, why I don't own this one? Because I prefer something that has a little bit more time in the market and there's more validation ratings and comments, reviews, right? I would probably opting into this one, but with fees. And this is what I'm telling you. You go back and this is the one. It's called Fidelity. Where is it, my friend? Fidelity. It's somewhere. Okay, here it is. Fidelity Total Market Index Fund. So this one has way more time and it pretty much serves the same purpose of the zero. These two are total market, but this one has fees, same as you can see right now, same as the S&P 500 one I show you. But if you go to composition, you're going to see the fund, and it was in May in 1997. So you see FROX, that's the 01, 2018, Fidelity, still total market one. It has way more time on Fidelity, and there's more people, of course, knowing about it. And the good thing is that you have even more companies here invested, 3,600 as compared to FROX that has 2,600. So you're paying a fee, very small fee, for more than 1,000 companies. I think that's extremely awesome. And I mean, the price of this, if we go back to summary, you see the NAV, that's $120 for the one with fees, and without the fees, you're looking at $15. So you see the difference, guys? These are great. So you have your FNCMX, that's your growth fund when you want to really explode. That's my approach. You have your S&P 500, maybe more long term. You don't want to see too much volatility. Then bam, and at the end, guys, you have your FROX or the other one, FSKAX, which do have fees, but you're willing to have way more companies and more security because the fund's been a long time on Fidelity and in the market. Guys, these are my top 3 Fidelity mutual funds for your Fidelity Roth IRA. You can always buy these funds in other brokers like Vanguard or so, but they may carry more fees because they're not from Fidelity. In the end, whether you have Fidelity, Vanguard, M1 Finance, or anything, I'm just really proud of you that you're putting your financial freedom on the line for your family, for your friends, and for yourself. God bless you guys. Take it easy. Make sure you leave a comment below if you have a question. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to become part of the family, and you see my links down below for your free Bitcoin on Gemini, your free stocks on Webull and Robinhood. And if you want to talk to me and make me your advisor and consultant, check my Patreon page so I can help you on Discord and more. Take care, everyone. I'll see you next time. Peace.